CoW DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization with the mission of making DeFi safe and seamless for all, and its focus is on creating MEV protection product across all the blockchains that is deployed. CoW DAO has a product suite that contains 3 products mainly. The first one is CoW Protocol, which is an intent-based settlement layer which provides traders with MEV protection and the best prices because of market makers and solvers executing those trades. Then the second one would be CoW, which is the first MEV capturing AMM for LP providers, which basically allows liquidity providers to not get arbitraged by bot and therefore get a passive return on investments via the liquidity that they are providing for trading. And lastly, we have MEV Blocker RPC, which is an RPC that allows users to trade anywhere via a private mempool and thus get protected from MEV by hiding their transactions from the arbitrage bots. When you're talking about blockchain products and deploying across all the different stack of blockchains, you're also talking about deploying your infrastructure globally. And not only that is challenging, but also from the blockchain point of view, you actually need these specific nodes that they're called archive nodes, which are very heavy in terms of the machinery and in terms of the throughput that they need, because they need to index all the information that happens on the blockchain, and you need to serve it like immediately in terms of like nanoseconds to be able to kind of like show the prices, show the balances, and show everything related to the trade. And in here, there are certain providers, cloud providers, that actually offer minimum service packages that become quite costly because of these machine requirements, that you're forced into kind of hiring these minimum service packages, and they become quite costly. On the other hand, OVHcloud allows us to actually scale horizontally because it allows us to serve all our needs globally. But not only that, it also gives us a very good pricing in terms of the server cost and as well as in terms of the traffic that we send to the servers, which ultimately when you're a startup, it's very important because in the beginning, you might not have huge financial resources, but you need to scale and iterate fast. And in this case, OVHcloud allow us to have this flexibility of iterating and deploying on any networks that we want without having to worry at the end of the month what the bill will be. OVHcloud startup program helped us immensely because it allowed us to actually scale on all the networks that were not deployed in production yet, because with its credit program we were able to essentially deploy and test all the infrastructure without having to worry about the bill. Additionally, because of OVHcloud open source mindset and technology, we're able to not have any vendor locking, which is extremely beneficial in the Web3 world because the Web3 world is constantly rapidly changing, which means that the solution that you're deploying today might look very different than the solution you might be using tomorrow. And this actually for a startup is very important because it allows us to actually iterate and move fast without having to worry that we're going to have to change the entire infrastructure or without having to have any vendor lockings.